Welcome everyone to Weekly News and DW with major tidbits, and the topic for this video is Senadong Tolonges sa impeachment ni Sara. Naging mainit na usapin na naman ngayon ang tilay noy-noying na pagtetenga at pagiging tamad at inaksyon daw ng Senado. Nang matransmit ni House Secretary General Reginald Velasco ang articles of impeachment kay Senate Secretary Renato Bantug, tilay walang interes at hindi pinaghahandaan ng Senado ang impeachment proceedings dahil hindi sinama sa agenda ng Senado sa araw na iyon. They're resolved into taking a break so that the senators can now launch their campaign elsewhere.
Majority Floor Leader. Mr. President, before we adjourn, may I remind our colleagues that there is a standing resolution, resolution number 21, entitled Resolution Authorizing All Regular Standing Committees, Oversight Committees, and Special Committees of the Senate to conduct hearing, meetings, and consultations during every recess of the Senate to have continuity in the process of passing pending proposed legislations and to conduct investigations on issues of national interest to aid in crafting relevant legislation. At this juncture, Mr. President, I move that we adjourn the session until 3 o'clock in the afternoon of Monday, June 2, 2025. So move, Mr. President.
There is a motion. Win. Is there any objection? There being none, session is adjourned until 3 o'clock in the afternoon of Monday, June 2, 2025.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you to our staff and Senate employees. Mabuhay ang Senado!
Ilan sa mga malalaking pangalan sa Kamara na hindi pumirma sa nasabing impeachment complaint laban kay Duterte ay sina dating House Speaker Pantaleon Alvarez at Lord Alan Velasco, Representative Paulo Duterte, Richard Gomez, Lani Mercado Revilla, Holo Revilla, or Cholo Revilla, I don't know, Joey Salceda, Eddie Villanueva, at marami pang iba. At marami pang iba kasama ang Manila Mayoralty aspirant Sam Versosa at ang mga senator aspirants Erwin Tulfo at Camille Villar. Nang tinanong si Congressman Tulfo, sinabi niya, basically saying, I'm a big effing deal. You know, I will be one of those people na magiging senator judge. So it would be unbecoming of me. And I would have to recuse myself because it will be hard to show impartiality on my judgment kung pinirmahan ko yung articles of impeachment ni Duterte. We also must understand na the Tulfos, Senator Raffy Tulfo and the senatorial aspirants likely to be in the Senate for the 20th Congress, namely Axis Party List Representative Erwin Tulfo at media personality Ben Tulfo, ang mukhang pinakamalaking pamilya sa loob ng Senado. Camille Villar also did not sign the impeachment complaint kasi siguro ang iniisip niya, kapag pinirmahan niya yon, mawawalan ng boto yung mga Villar. Aalis na nga yung mama niya. Yung kuya niya mag-isa lang sa Senado tapos tahimik lang. Sayang naman yung suporta ng mama niya kay Quiboloy at again sa buong Duterte family. Sayang naman yung ginastos niya sa political ads, sa TV, physical at social media na ngayon umaabot sa may higit 1 bilyong piso ayon sa Philippine Center for Investigative Journalism na ayon raw sa Nielsen Ad Intel. I mean, nalhalaglag pa siya ngayon sa ranking. Since February 5, pagtapos ng pagtransmit ng Kamara sa Senado, may 25 representatives pa ang pumirma sa impeachment complaint laban kay Duterte. Ayon kay Senate Majority Leader Joel Villanueva, malayo pa ang kalbaryo ng impeachment bago pa magkaroon ng trial laban kay Duterte.
Process. Okay, process. Parang kaya nyo ako tinatanong dahil PhD na ako sa impeachment when I was in the House. Process, iba-iba yun. Iba yung sa House, iba yung rules ng House, iba yung sa Senate, di ba? And when you look at the rules in the Senate, napakagandang topic yan. Kasi masalimuot yan, mahaba yan, iba yan. You're sitting as an impeachment court if ever it is going to happen, di ba? So, mahaba yan. Tinitignan ko kanina yung rules. Parang form lang yung nandun, ha? Walang laman whatsoever. Remember nung time ni Senator Pimentel, di ba, sinabi niya, nag-hearing tayo dito as an impeachment court. hindi pa pala kompleto tong rules natin, ang daming kulang.
Pero hindi ba magiging guide yung naging experience nyo in the Corona trial?
It's some sort of a guide, precedence, etc. But again, mahirap mag-isip ng ganyan kung hindi naman natin parang pinangungunahan natin yung events na possible na mangyari. Ang sinasabi ko lang is that itong mga nakaraan and in history, even the rules ng impeachment, kailangan balangkasin ng mabuti.
So sir, kailangan ika-craft pa yung rules specific for these
you see the rules? Masyadong general. Kasya ang 1,000 kalabaw dun sa rules of impeachment right now. That's my comment.
Ipinangako ni na Senator Bato de la Rosa at Bongo na malamang sa malamang haharangin nila ang impeachment ni Duterte lalo na kung re-elect silang dalawa. Kasama mo pa si PDP Laban President, I think, Robin Padilla. Wait. Nagbago na? Well, ang sabi niya ay, magiging partial sitting senator judge siya kung siya ay may re-elect sa Senado sa impeachment ni Duterte.
Sir, you mentioned a part na alam namin na friends kayo with the Dutertes, hindi pa kayo set kung ano talaga iboboto nyo. Depende lang sa lalabas.
I'm not denying that I am close to the Vice President. I'm not denying that I am identified with the Dutertes. But then again, my decision will be made once I have studied the articles of impeachment at saka yung takbo ng trial, kung how the prosecution present their case. Titingnan natin.
Can we trust him? I don't freaking know. But, wishing for that kasi mukhang pasok siya sa Senado. May hindi i-discuss ng Senado ang impeachment complaint na itranspit sa kanila nung 5 p.m. ng araw na iyon. And to be honest, bakit natin mamadali ng Senado lalo na at election period ngayon? Hindi nila matututukan yan. The timing is all wrong. Kahit if pinasahan ng House Secretary General ang impeachment complaints of more than 1/3 of the House of Representatives by the first time, the first impeachment complaint by Laila de Lima and other progressive groups noong December 2, December 4 with the Makabayan Bloc, at December 19, kukulangin talaga ng oras. Kukulangin sila ng oras kasi again, December 19 is already Christmas season. Tapos, December 25, again, Christmas. Tapos, January 1 is New Year. Ang tagal nun, di ba? Natenga pa sa House of Representatives at naghain lang sila nung last day ng session ng Kongreso. But a lot of people still push for an impeachment trial from the true opposition sa House of Representatives at netizens. Now, kung iisipin natin, talagang maganda naman yung ginawa ng Senado kasi again, it will be kind of a national referendum kung gusto pa talagang paalisin ng taong bayan si Duterte by voting a senator that will be inclined into doing the actual work, the accountability part of everything that we stand for. The 2025 senatorial elections is shaping up to be a pretty important election sa kinabukasan ng ating bansa at ng political landscape nito. Because if we remember just a few days before the impeachment, sinabi na ni VP Sara Duterte na pinag-iisipan niyang tumakbo sa 2028 presidential elections at kapag na-impeach si Sara, she would be ineligible to run for public office ever again. That is unless she resigns before the conviction. The people will have a direct hand in the murder of the political aspirations of Sara Duterte, especially if the senators they elected ultimately convicts the VP. Kailangan malaman ng masa na nasa kanila nakalaan ang magiging itsura ng ating sistemang politikal, whether we ought to support the PDP Laban candidates who will most likely vote no against conviction, the progressive and Makabayan candidates, or Bagong Pilipinas slate.
At parang dumami kayo.
May mga good morning sa mga guests.
Kung kailan nag-recess, doon kayo dumami?
Sir, unang question. Since yung verified impeachment complaint against VP Sara is now in the Senate, Ang tanong ng marami, why the Senate went on break last night without tackling the verified impeachment case against VP Sara?
Well, una, yun ang schedule namin. Alam niyo namang lahat yun. Nahuling araw namin kahapon, magbe-break talaga kami at magre-resume matapos ang halalan sa June 2. Walang rason para magbago o baguhin yon kahapon. Walang usapang naganap sa pagitan ng mga miyembro ng Senado kaugnay nito o kaugnay ng anumang bagay. Bago kami nag-adjourn kahapon, nung Martes, nung Lunes, kahit nung nagdaang linggo, wala kaming pagpupulong na formal kaugnay nito.
So what will happen now on the articles of impeachment? As Senate President, it's your call, di ba, sir? So what is your plan?
Isa-isayin muna natin. Sang-ayon sa rules ng Senado, kapag kami inihaing articles of impeachment or complaint or resolution on impeachment sa Senado, the Senate President, nakalagay sa rules namin, shall take proper order of the subject of impeachment. And ano bang ibig sabihin ng shall take proper order of the subject of impeachment? Hindi nung impeachment complaint, hindi nung impeachment, but the subject of impeachment. Ibig sabihin nun, kailangan isaayos muna ng Senate President ang Senado para sa pag-conduct ng isang pagdinig o trial. Sabi niya, the Senate shall immediately, ayon sa kanya, sabi ng Constitution, proceed with trial. Busin na lang ng konti, pero parang hindi niya nabasa yung saligang batas. Walang sinabing immediately ang saligang batas. Ang sinabi ng saligang batas ay shall forthwith proceed with trial. May inihain na impeachment complaint noong 2011 laban kay Ombudsman Mercy Gutierrez. Inihain nyo ng March 23. Nag-adjourn ang Senado ng March 26. Walang ginawa ang Senado nun. Nagsimula ang trial May 19. So kung susuriin nyo, base sa President yung salitang forthwith, hindi naman po ibig sabihin nun kinaumagahan, agad-agad, dali-dali. Mahigit 2 buwang inupuan, pinag-aralan, binasa, tiningnan ng Kamara yung mga impeachment complaint na nakabinbin. Mahigit 2 buwan, hindi finorward ng Secretary General ang impeachment complaint sa tanggapan ng Speaker para i-refer sa plenary at sa Committee on Justice. Magkatabi lamang naman ang kwarto tulad sa Senado ng Secretary General at ng Speaker, ang Secretary ng Senate at ng Senate President. Bakit naman kami bigla sasabihang gumalaw umakto agad sa loob lamang ng ilang oras? Kung nagpa-banjing sila gawin ito, siguro wala naman silang basihan ngayon na madaliin kami, lalo na nasa huling araw na ng sesyon. Yan pinadala sa amin, halos mag-aalas 5 pa ng hapon.
Wala rin namang deadline ng impeachment trial na maari at pwedeng mangyari na ma-roll over to the 20th Congress. Pero there's the word forthwith. Kailangan gawin mo agad pag na-transmit sa iyo ng House Speaker. What happens if the senators are not re-elected or their term limits reached? The prosecutors, new senators taking place if the trial took and spanned 2 Congresses. Because again, magiging busy ang tao. And you know, it would be detrimental to the senators who will be pushing for re-election or seeking other posts in the government. Tapos kung maghuhusga agad sila, magko-convict agad sila, whether guilty or not, mawawalan ng boses yung tao, yung latest na opinion ng tao. Because again, this is a national referendum para sa itsura ng political landscape natin sa susunod na mga taon. Ultimately, the senators must remain impartial and vote with their conscience or review the arguments and evidence and convict if it is all beyond reasonable doubt. Now, a lot of people will think that it will be a pretty clear and cut case kasi again, you know, it's a pretty clear and cut case ng kung ano yung sinabi niya, kung ano yung naging resulta ng mga Quadcom hearings, which are what the prosecutors were from. Pero the thing is, it could all be possibly witch hunt. We do not know yet. Kaya we need it to be beyond reasonable doubt. Si President Ferdinand Marcos too He has said multiple times na he did not want an impeachment trial. He did not want an impeachment trial, and he did not have a hand in this impeachment complaint passed by the Congress.
Mr. President, sabi niyo po ang impeachment ay hindi makapagbudulot ng kabutihan sa buhay ng kahit isang Pilipino. Nung nag-ask po ng advice sa inyo si Congressman Sandro Marcos, as a father and as a father of this nation, hindi niyo po ba naisip or na-advisean siya na gawin kanyang duty para sa kapakanan at interest ng mas nakararaming mga Pilipino at kung ano po yung standing niyo na sana ay wag matuloy yung impeachment?
The House is a collegial body. They decide as one. And that was what the House decided. He is a member of the House of Representatives. So, as a member of the House of Representatives, he has to do his duty. Nothing. It's again, it is up to them how they decide to have their trial. The Senate has no choice. The House has no choice. They have to do this now. Once the impeachment complaint was filed, tumakbo na ang proseso. At kung hindi nila ipatakbo yung proseso, then they are delinquent in their duties. That's why they just have. That's what I meant. The House has no choice. They have to proceed with the impeachment complaint. The Senate now has no choice. They have to try the impeachment complaint. So making pakiusap, doing that, it won't change anything. It won't change anything. They still have to have a trial.
Ang 2025 midterm elections ay hindi lang magiging barometer ng performance at suporta ng tao sa incumbent na mayorya, kundi ang magiging sentensya ng mga Duterte sa larangan ng politika o kaya na may preserbasyon ng kanilang impluwensya at dignidad sa mata ng masa. Tatandaan natin na sa Mindanao, ang baliwik ng mga Duterte, I think 31 out of 40 representatives has pushed for Duterte's impeachment. So their political influence is already crumbling under their feet. And all the senators have to do is to sweep them off of it. Ang video clip na ito ay galing sa aking series na News Worthy Recap. Check the entire video for the complete weekly news recap and subscribe to the channel to be kept up to date sa mga local at global news na I'll make sure would be interesting to you particularly. Di ko alam yung name mo pero you should subscribe. You Muhammad Smith? I don't fucking know. John Smith? Salamat sa manunod mga kabayan. For me, like, subscribe, follow my links in socials and over. Choose that would be linked down below. Sa susunod muli, of course, paalam. Fuck.